We got a pit.
Laredo, Texas. A high-speed chase erupted on Interstate 35 when human trafficker Humberto Misael Garcia sped through densely populated neighborhoods in a white Dodge Challenger at speeds in excess of 100 miles per hour. Despite crashing into a wall and blowing the hood off, Garcia continued to drive several miles in poor visibility, then ran a red light and collided with another vehicle.
Vehicle just turned on into Monterrey at 1050 against the wall.
For vehicle northbound on 19th. And for southbound on Island.
It's on the stop sign of McPherson. It's just 1050 Laredo. 1050 with the vehicle. It's an EMS. Driver's wearing red shorts, white shirt.
Immediately after the collision, Garcia abandoned the vehicle and fled on foot, but was subdued with a stun gun after a short pursuit. Inside the vehicle, police found 4 illegal immigrants he was transporting. Garcia was arrested on a series of charges, including human trafficking, fleeing from police, and reckless driving. Victims were turned over to the U.S. Border Patrol.
¡Ya, carnal! ¡Mira, güey, me lastimaste, güey!
The intense pursuit began when Springdale police spotted a silver Nissan Altima fleeing on Dodd Avenue. As the suspect sped away toward Benton County, an officer on the scene near Interstate 49 quickly joined the chase. The vehicle made a reckless dash through the dusty gravel roads of Old Wire Road, forcing pursuing units to maintain a safe distance due to extremely limited visibility.
That's shit on this gravel road.
Negative 41, 63, 41,
I can't see.
About now.
to take place.
Everyone's the same way.
County Road 883.
Showing northbound lane across Miller Road.
God, I can't see us.
Cross Hollow Road, across Hollow Road from north.
Once off the gravel, the suspect continued to speed down the asphalt, weaving dangerously through the busy 4th of July traffic. An officer decided to pull ahead and look for an opportunity to perform a TVI. The first attempt was unsuccessful, but a second attempt on West Gillian Avenue brought the suspect vehicle to a brief stop. However, the stubborn driver continued to flee by driving in the wrong direction.
We're down.
Seeing a significant threat to the community, the officer was forced to take drastic measures, ramming the front side of the suspect's vehicle to push it off the road. The collision ended the pursuit, but as the patrol car was backing up to avoid crossfire, it was rear-ended by another Springdale unit. The suspect, Emerson Castellano Diaz, was arrested at the scene, and a gun and other evidence were found inside the vehicle. He faces a slew of felony charges.
Welcome, everybody, as you join us live on ABC7.com and our ABC7 streaming apps. Chris Christie up in Air 7 HD over an LAPD pursuit up along the 210 freeway, just leaving Latuna Canyon a short time ago. All 3 lanes of traffic at a very, very high rate of speed at times, doing triple-digit speeds. And you can see LAPD does have their airship further back, but you can see they are just doing their best to try and keep up as he continues traveling at over
California was once again ablaze with helicopter lights as police pursued a black Chrysler 200 linked to a shooting. The car raced down Interstate 210 in Pacoima at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour, weaving frantically through traffic as if it had nothing to lose. Tensions mounted as the suspect vehicle merged onto Interstate 14, where any swerve could have led to disaster.
Vehicle slowing down for some reason, possibly showing signs of pulling over. There's really nowhere for him to get off up here. There are no exits, but the hazard lights are now on, and he's pulling over the shoulder. What's that? 4 people. There are people with their hands out. Vehicle appears to be running out of gas and now coming to a stop all the way over to the shoulder as there are a number of hands out the driver and passenger side of the vehicle, ready to surrender. You can see 4 units, now a 5th unit pulling up behind them, shutting down the freeway, a full traffic break effect as that felony stop is now underway.
As the sedan neared Canyon Country, it began to slow down, likely due to low fuel. The car pulled to a stop, and the scene shifted from speed to tension. 4 arms popped out of the car windows, a sign of surrender after a suffocating chase.
All 4 suspects now apparently out of the vehicle, and arrest approaching the vehicle, making sure there's nobody else inside. They will clear the vehicle first, eventually popping the trunk here to make sure that there is no threat, and then you will see them begin to take each of these individuals into custody. Again, all 4 appearing to cooperate at the end of this high-speed pursuit up out of South LA, through downtown LA, up the 2 freeway, eventually onto the 210 freeway into Latuna Canyon, through the San Fernando Valley, up through Silmar, and through the Newhall Pass, all the way up 14 freeway here through Santa Clarita, and we find ourselves in Canyon Country, where this pursuit has come to an end.
On the quiet asphalt, each suspect stepped out, lying face down under the strict command of the police. The highway was completely blocked to ensure absolute safety. With guns drawn, the officers advanced, successfully controlling the group. The chase ended in an orderly manner. No shots fired, no casualties.
And one by one, they are being taken in. The driver, the last one left, who will be handcuffed here in just a second. That will do it for our coverage from here in Air 7 HD. 4 suspects taken into custody after a high-speed pursuit out of South LA, taking us all the way up the 14 freeway into Canyon Country. Fortunately, no hurt in this pursuit. Reporting live from Air 7 HD, I'm Chris Christie, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
A Dodge Charger caught the attention of a Texas DPS helicopter during Operation Lone Star. It pulled up at Love's Travel Stop in Donna and dropped off 2 illegal immigrants. The 2 men quickly attempted to hide among the large trucks, but the air crew monitored their every move. When a patrolman approached the vehicle, the driver suddenly sped away at high speed, sparking a tense chase down the freeway.
Those are going to be the individuals.
Left turn on Ivy, left turn on Ivy.
Left turn on Ivy.
West on.
South on 12, south on 12. Back towards.
There
it is. Signal 4. Nope.
Coming on to Gloria.
Southwest on 20.
Can you see over there by the BBC parking? Hit unsuccessful. He's in the parking lot. Looks like a motel parking lot. Whatever.
After 2 accurate PITs, the Charger was disabled. The driver, Juan Xavier Rodriguez, a member of the Valuco gang, took to the streets, but he couldn't escape. He was arrested on charges of human trafficking, resisting arrest, and was wanted on federal warrants for smuggling immigrants. The 2 illegal immigrants were turned over to the U.S. Border Patrol. A brief pursuit ended in a controlled manner.
You better stop! Get down the girl! Okay? Put your hands behind your back! Get your hands behind your back! Oh, okay. Get your hands behind your back! Stop resisting!
At 9:50 p.m., a silver Toyota Corolla stolen from Riverside suddenly appeared in the sights of police on I-5 in Los Angeles. Behind the wheel was a reckless woman, accelerating to 100 miles per hour and weaving in and out of traffic, even driving on the wrong side of the road to escape. Police immediately gave chase in the suffocating darkness.
They really would prefer that she stayed on the freeway,
Wow.
now doing a U-turn on Lakewood Boulevard, going the wrong way on Lakewood Boulevard.
Wow. Luckily,
A recipe for
opposing traffic
disaster.
now. Hopefully, she'll get back into the at least
Shifting
into the
over to
right
the
lane.
yep, shifting over to the correct side there.
All right,
and maybe getting back on the freeway. She's clearly making this up as she goes along. These all appear to be very random turns, random moves, another random U-turn, maybe looking for an opportunity to get back on the freeway here.
Good spot for a pit right here, too.
Yeah, and she slowed down just enough. That might have been maybe one of their first real opportunities, because I got to be honest, she's been doing pretty. She's been doing a pretty good clip ever since we joined this pursuit. In fact, at times approaching 100 miles per hour on the freeway. The driving on the surface streets has been a whole different story. Not exactly record-breaking speeds, but just really.
The chase continued until the suspect crashed into a Walmart parking lot in Whittier. Abandoning the vehicle, both suspects, a female driver and a male passenger, quickly fled into the store, creating chaos in the aisle. However, authorities had a response plan in place.
Wow, looks like they got the driver.
Those two are not armed.
As they were running inside, they grabbed. It looked like they got really close to the driver. It looks like that's her down there. Somebody's down. No shoes.
Yeah, that might be the driver.
Yeah, it looks like she's being apprehended right now.
All right,
so
that's good. That's good. At least one person.
The driver is hooked at this point. Now they're trying to get that passenger. I couldn't get a good description of him because it was just a couple of seconds before the guy was back inside the store. Or was inside the store, running away.
Well, thankfully they only have to worry about him for the moment. And as I look at the posture here, it almost appears as though the situation inside is maybe, well, I don't want to speculate too much. Clearly that female driver is in custody. What's going on inside the store, basically anybody's guess. As shoppers start to spill out, these folks probably in line at the cash register when all of this occurred, and now there is a presumably either a search or a foot pursuit inside the store.
Right. Okay, well, hopefully we'll get a result here pretty quickly. She did not make it inside the store. Somebody grabbed her. You got two female CHP officers now who have patted her down, have her in custody. They're going to put her up against the car and do, I guess, a secondary search now. But let's go. Let's keep an eye on.
We're going to do a loop. You have to wonder, and perhaps we'll have to go back and re-rack that video as this pursuit came to an end in front of the Walmart. This almost looks more like the suspect that I remember, but you know, your eyes can play tricks with you. It all happens so fast, and that other suspect in the rear of the store may possibly be the wrong guy. I don't know.
Okay, well, we'll find out.
Within minutes, the female suspect was apprehended at the main entrance, while the male accomplice was apprehended by a K-9 unit behind the store. Both were safely subdued without injury. A clean end to a dangerous overnight chase in Los Angeles.
A post there, so there was nobody else left in that car that could have run out without them.
On the evening of August 10th, 2024, on Alton Road in Miami Beach, a stolen Toyota SUV came to the attention of the Florida Highway Patrol. The suspect, Savalas Cigar, 46, allegedly threatened the owner of the car with a hammer and stole the car before the woman was harmed. Notably, the victim's younger brother, who is deaf and disabled, was still in the car during the After his brother escaped, the suspect sped away. Police initiated a pursuit and performed the first PIT maneuver at Alton Road and West 42nd Street. The SUV lost control, but quickly regained control. However, a second PIT maneuver at the Julia Tuttle Bridge caused the vehicle to flip over, ending the dramatic chase.
You guys are welcome.
Savalas Cigar was taken to the emergency room and later arrested on charges including auto theft, fleeing police, and driving without a license. The victim said he used her credit cards and sold some of her personal property in the car.